Right, we are live. Okay. Park rating should be fixed. Yeah, looks like. This is probably not accurate. This is probably other stuff down ticking that.
Check request received.
Yeah, medical thing. You're first. This is correct, Cryo. You are first. Affected wound. Medical. Medicating. Okay, yeah, we're down to 2 stars. There's our economics. So this is income tax scaling back up to the new value. Hey, Mutasaurus, welcome to the stream. Where is my medical? There they are. No spoiler on Oak Street. Maybe some viewers did not see it. You saw it 2 times. Yeah, we're not going to spoil anything for Oak Street. I saw it. I enjoyed it. I have some reservations. But, yeah, overall, I enjoyed my time with it. Worth watching. Not a perfect movie. Okay, let's start an episode here. Okay, on today's episode of Fossil Formations of the World, we need to do some catch up, right? We've kind of done, like, in the last 3 episodes, kind of a formation per episode, but we haven't really finished any of them. Like, we put in some chunkings, we have none of the other animals here, we put all this effort into this moat, but the back part of the exhibit's kind of unfinished. You know, this one's mostly done, but we're missing, like, 1 or 2 species. We've got 2 crocs, but that doesn't finish the exhibit either. We didn't finish that one. We didn't finish the barn. We didn't finish the paddock walls. Like, there's a lot of little things left to do. We also have a major fracture on our Chungking here we got to deal with, and we have a disease we don't have research here in the form of hookworms, so that's the first thing to do is get this taken care of. Which is taking everybody. We seriously need 4 people on this. Wow. Worth pointing out that we have the modded settings back. Last episode we didn't have them put in. I forgot and I just rolled with it. Now we do have them in here. And you can see the income tax is skyrocketed back up to where we expect it to be. Cutting profit off at the knees, which is what we want. And our star rating is down. We were at something like 3 stars last time. We're down under 2 now. So let's get this done, and then we can get these guys treated and maybe do an expedition or research more animals. I heard the film possibly has dinosaurs in it. It's got a few. There's a few guys in it. Medical. Is medical still all the way over here? No. I think my medical was driving over from this direction because of other reasons. Oh, actually, it just has to navigate way around the hillside, right? Because this is, like, poorly laid out. Yeah, we need a route for medical to get through. Because this was bad. They had to go, like, all the way around there where the monorail is. I feel like something back along the hill would work. Maybe. Like maybe we make a little path here. Bust your ass off way too hard on modular building. It's a lot. It takes a long time to make something good. Like, it's really easy to make something kind of shit and bad and quick. And then to make something good, you're just like there forever working on it. Getting this to be passable for a car is going to be really rough. I think we can do it. The movie also, I can confirm the Oak Street does have Oak Street in it. This is just a true thing. Do I think we get an animated Jurassic Park novel series? No. It's not gonna happen. Because there's no reason for them to reboot or do a spin-off. That's just not gonna happen. Also, they're not gonna make an R-rated Jurassic Park. That's also just not gonna happen. A huge part of the money is made in merchandising to children. You've been doing coastal style buildings for a project or two. Yeah, buildings especially I think are hard for me. Like little structures like the pipes we did, I think are a lot easier for me to make. Personally. Making a building that doesn't look like just dog shit, that's rough. It would be nice, freak the children. I mean, like, sure, but nice for you. Not nice for the financial people. Okay, so there's a little path. We'll do something to make that look more interesting. Let's grab one of these, maybe. What is the official rating of the end of Oak Street? Are we talking, like, review score or, like, MPAA rating? We'll do something about the cliff edge overhang there. Fun day, we have new decorations today. We had new decoration today in JWE3? What do you mean? For the new DLC? Yeah, the DLC came with decorations. This is about there. Well, we got the power thing we gotta deal with. And we'll probably want to plug this gap here as well. Like rating of content, it's a strong PG-13. It is definitely more intense and more like gory than a Jurassic film, but it is still PG-13. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I think these are tropical rocks, maybe? No. Wait, these are tropical. What the fuck? Yeah, they just look not dark on this menu. Alright, let's throw in you, and let's throw in maybe you. You have to do things like Alpine Malta and wetlands for the build. Okay, this like the orientation of the gate itself is a little awkward. Okay, split that off. That other one we haven't positioned yet anyway. Let me get this fucking dust out of here. Okay. Hey, Michael, welcome to the stream. Okay, so I think that's fine with that rock there, nestled in that gap, kind of. This is a little angular for my taste. Maybe we can clean that up a little bit. Sure. Let's rotate this like this. And then deal with the misaligned axis, which makes everything more complicated. Okay, I think that'll work. Mostly. There. Okay, then power. That's annoying. So I guess we put in like a geo generator over here. Which then requires us to have a... Actually... Yeah, it has to be like here on the branch. Maybe this is a good opportunity to use a backup generator. Because I don't really want to have to extend the geothermal all the way over here. Positioning is still going to be awkward. It's almost within range of the power over here. Maybe I should just move it further along. Because this gets close. We're just shoring up some of our existing exhibits. So this is our Shakshimao exhibit. The problem we have right now is the vehicles have to drive all the way down and around this canyon to get in there, which is bad. So I need a different entrance. I'm trying to make something that's like somewhat blended into the environment. But the power is kind of a problem. The other thing we could do is we could take the fence and we could like use fence with a little bit of work and like snake that around to get power. That's not the best either. Formation builder today, we're going to patch up the existing formations. We're not starting a new exhibit today, I don't think, unless we manage to like clean these things up like really quickly. Because I think some of the stuff we do have is getting a little... They're like, everything's slightly unfinished. Things are slightly falling behind. I could do backup power way up here. Actually, what if I could put a generator up here. On top of the hill. It's a very steep hill, though, and getting like a ramp up there to repair it is not going to work really well. Yeah, I think honestly just putting like a backup power generator like right here is probably the way to go. I might just use a vanilla one. It doesn't really matter over here. But then I want to do maybe like a sandy path or something heading over there.
Transporting asset. Asset has been delivered.
Okay. Pen is secure. A little bit too much sand in some spots. Hard to tell with the contour lines there when I was putting it in, what it was doing. What is the fucking key to turn off the contour lines temporarily? Is there not a hotkey for that? Is that like a menu setting? Because usually it's good. This is like one case where it just gets in the way. Okay, Cliff is the correct rock type. I'm always bad at remembering hotkeys. Okay, I think that looks fine. I need some sort of railing. Like, maybe we got like a good safety railing of some kind we can get. Reinforced perimeter, security, who's a what's it? Some sort of wall. A variety of vehicles, seawall. Like the kind of railing you would see on like a highway is what I want. What? Might be able to find something on a modular piece that we can peel off and use, because some of them do have like railings and fences. Path railing, modular. This is maybe okay. Not exactly what I was thinking, but... What's my favorite dino in the game? Ooh. Complicated question. Very complicated question. Who is my favorite currently? Let's go to the hatchery. I need visual for this. Alright, so... I mean, this guy's really good. I don't know if I could say Posasuchus is my favorite, because he's not even a dino. I quite like the Frontier Allosaurus, not this one. But I don't think that could be favorite either. I like Carnotaurus, but that's also franchise bias. Same with Herrera. Like, I don't like probably Carnotaurus and Herrera's, they both have some really shitty skins. So it's hard to call them the best. I mean, like, the Conch is really nice. The Guanlong is incredible. Thinking of anybody else. The Erie's really good. I really like the Loki. I'm listing half the dinosaurs. This is not, like, useful. Honestly, Herrerasaurus is probably one of the animals I use the most with the new male. It might be Herrera. I really like Styrak as well. I think it probably ends up being the male Herrera through a few other factors. Because I really like the animal in general, so it gets points for that. It's one of my favorite species, just in real life, so... We'll say Herrera, but he's got a lot of competition. Excuse me. Did we ever get that? No. Yes? Yes. Begin treatment. I'm pretty sure I tasked them on this, and it might have already, like, reset itself back to being untreated, which is obnoxious. Like, it might have already spawned a second disease. Okay, we're good. Everything's good. We are treating. Let's look at the research. So, let's figure out where every animal we're missing from our first 3 formations is at. So we're missing from Nemet. Where are my notes? Homalocephaly and Therizinosaurus. So with dig site randomization, Therizino is going to be bundled in with the carnivores as a big ticket animal. Yeah, it's here. Wait a second. Oh, these are all unlocked because we hit 3 stars. They didn't re-lock because we don't currently meet the condition. So every animal is available to be researched. I guess that's fine. We were close enough. I could look at the code and figure out which ones we shouldn't be doing yet. Maybe we should do that. It's not too complicated to do that. So dig site randomization code. Those are my backups. Where are my actual raw files? Structured. Here we go. Croco. And then tech trees. Okay, so theory is on large carnivores. So large carnivores with the dig site randomization mod should be randomized to 2 stars. We're close enough to 2 stars. I think we're fine with that. Hey, Primal Gamer, welcome to the stream. So we can research this. And then homalocephaly. Small 2. Small herbivores 2. Small herbivores 2 is supposed to be also 2 stars. So homalocephaly and Therizinosaurus are go. And then we have Gigant Spinosaurus, which is armored 2. Which is where? There's armored 2. That's a 1 star. So armored 2 is good to go. And then Momenchisaurus. This is large too. This is 3 stars. So we don't do Momenchisaurus yet. This is supposed to be a 3-star unlock. And then Coelophysis for Chinle. Small 1. I think I shot past it here. Small carnivores 1, 2 stars. So we can do everything except for Momenchi. So those are the goals for today for animals. So we can get this. Let's put this in the video. All right. Yeah, worth pointing out that like dig site randomization, everything is unlocked because we did hit 3 stars briefly before I fixed the settings, which means the game remembers we were 3 stars and nothing is actually locked. Every animal we need is available at 2 stars except for Momenchisaurus. So we'll do everything except for Momenchi. So we're going to start with Coelophysis, finishing off Chinle. 9 and a 5, cheaper. Get that done. Other guys being treated. And we're working on a little back path here so the vehicles have easier access into the Shakshi Malformation exhibit without having to go the long way around. We put a backup generator in here, which I wasn't going to use, but it's really awkward if we extend a path and put a regular generator in here, a regular geothermal generator to get access to this gate. So I've decided to compromise by using one backup here. I think that's okay. How are you sick again, sir? Oh, cryptosporidiosis is a different disease. Medical? Get in there. At least they're right there. Yeah, and staff is disgruntled because I didn't want to wait on that chunking baby that was pretty hurt. But it's done now. We can return it to its family. Where are you? You're here. The problem when you like redesign your park layout very early is you forget where some of your stuff is. Get back in here.
Picking up asset.
Cross the moat. And there's small carnivores 1, so let's start digging up Coelophysis in Ghost Ranch. Just kidding, that's a funny prank. We're actually going to send him on a vacation to Ghost Ranch. He's not going to work. It's not a working vacation. He's just going to hang out and take a break. In the meantime, with no logistics, we can't really do anything else, right? Everything takes at least a little bit, I think. Why don't we just wait?
Asset being transported.
Oh yeah, and I got that railing. That's when we got distracted. Railing. Okay, I mean, do I just want, like, the existing railings, maybe, actually? Maybe these, like, gantry railings are fine. Actually kind of like the yellow one. That feels like safety railing, like, properly stands out. Do this. Okay, so if I put this in here... we scale it up. And then we just kind of follow the cliffside. I think that looks pretty good for a safety railing. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe this one should be rotated at this point. Oops. Oops. Oh my god. Okay, kill you. You go back. I guess I would just add enough of an angle. I couldn't tell it wasn't connected. Duplicate again. Oops. Am I only streaming on Twitch? Nope. I'm also live on my YouTube channel. You can see the YouTube chat below the Twitch chat. We are at the Edge of Chaos on YouTube. More viewers are on YouTube generally, and especially chatters. Should be a link to the YouTube in the Twitch profile somewhere. Stream on TikTok. I fucking hate TikTok. I'm good. I'm not going to engage with that platform. I don't care. You're not wrong that, like, TikTok can be good for, like, getting your brand out there and whatnot, but, like, I cannot be fucking bothered. I set up a TikTok account and threw up a few shorts and got, like, 1 view, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not going to put the effort I need to, like, engage with this platform. Did a dingo eat my baby? I don't think so. Okay, this is... I wanted to move this, actually. Yeah, not for me. Oh, how many more railings to wear at the end? Jesus. Oh god, there's so much cliff left. We've made so little progress. Damn it. I wish we had a decorative path tool so that I could just, like, you know, like drag a cursor and, like, propagate a fence segment across it. That would be really nice. Because individually placing these little fence sections is, oof, it's a rough one. Oh, why was that one not duplicated? Why did it lose my duplication? Weird. Wanting to buy the game just now. Start with the budget career on Jurassic Park, then people start to come, and that's when all the fun begins. Yeah, that describes it. This number 3 is based very heavily on like creative customization stuff versus like 1 and 2, which are much more on the management side of the focus, because the creative elements of the older 2 games are much more limited. Like, this railing doesn't do anything. This is aesthetic, but yeah, you need to generally keep like your dinosaurs and stuff contained and not have them like break out. And the game now features Crocodile. That was our most recent update. Prehistoric Crocs. We're going to put all this railing in here, then it's going to interfere with the car collision. We're going to have to take it all out. Calling it now. That's going to be very disappointing if true. Don't mind that management sucks as you never interact with it, except for when you were getting your statues. See, I like the management angle. That's why it's such a problem to me. But I fully understand people who don't care about management. Like, this is their dream game in the franchise. Like, I get that. I understand. No, I actually was never that much into park builders beyond the dinosaur ones. Like, my interest in this game is largely driven by my love and... I don't even think it's fair to call it nostalgia. Just my love for Jurassic Park Operation Genesis back in the day. You know, I just want to build my own dinosaur theme park. I do own Planet Zoo, but I've just never actually installed it. I just... haven't felt interest enough to actually do it. I should play Zoo Tycoon 2. Like, that is probably something we do someday. Is do a Zoo Tycoon 2, like, paleo run. Because I've never actually played it. Cars will go through anything the size of a gate or bigger. Okay. Yeah, like, the car should theoretically navigate this ridge. We've seen the car use it, so, like, the ridge should not present a navigational challenge. I just don't trust the vehicle pathfinding specifically in this game. Like, this franchise. Like, the Jeeps have never been good at finding their way around things. Actually, they're probably much better in JWE3 than they are in 2 at this point, right? Like, they can actually navigate some relatively complex areas in this game. They did, I think, tighten up the AI a bit. I hope everybody is enjoying the fence stream. Sponsored by Home Depot. No, sponsored by Menards. I'm a Wisconsinite. Let's be real here. Oops. How did I botch that? Sometimes I don't know how I do this. Maybe I moved it at the last moment. Oh, I was probably looking at it like that angle. It just happened to look like it was connected. Put some sort of facility decoration on the bulge I just made. Oh, this like little gap here? Something basic maybe, yeah. Like honestly, if we had like some steam pipes or something, that could be good. Honestly, just like little steam pipes, like peppering some random outcroppings on the island could be kind of interesting. Since we're doing only geothermal power. Yeah, I don't think I, like, ever did sandbox builds in 1 or 2. And, like, even in this game, I've never done straight sandbox. I always play with economy. Okay, we've reached our station. Fuck. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're over halfway. We're like 2/3 of the way on this fence. I'm gonna need to take like a break to like not kill my hand. Sir, you've got carpal tunnel. What happened? Well, I was putting in a mile of security railing that actually didn't matter for anything into my dinosaur park that I made virtually. I see. We're gonna commit you for insanity. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, everything being like free of progression and like no decisions to support like comfort and happiness, that would not interest me. I want to feel like I'm actually achieving something with a build and not just designing it wholesale. I'm not going to be worried about, okay, wait, maybe I am slightly worried about how many of these are off the edge of the cliff here. I wasn't going to worry about like 1 foot being off the edge, but like every foot here is off the edge. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, custom challenge mode coming back would be sick. I do want to have like, I would like enjoy being able to do parks that are mechanically themed instead of like sandbox themed, design themed again, and just like being able to play the game without feeling like I need to dedicate an hour per enclosure to try and make it look like something. Sometimes you just want to build a shit dinosaur park because you want to build a shit dinosaur park. Shit aesthetically, I mean. But I also think I would enjoy these like sandbox builds more than I do. Like I don't hate them or anything, mind you. They just at times get a bit tedious, and I feel like they don't have to be, and that's part of what bothers me a little bit about some sandbox builds and like custom building. Like I feel like a fence tool to do a lot of this automatically is not that big of a stretch to have something like that exist. And I think it would be cool. Railing Simulator 2026. Jurassic Park, but it's OSHA compliant. I'm just gonna create a straight line since this is linking back up over here, kinda. We're almost there. Soon. Soon dinosaurs. I should, let's unpause here so that the rest can finish up while we're finishing this. I just didn't want to be unpaused the whole time. OSHA doesn't apply when you're cloning extinct animals. Yeah, especially if you're cloning extinct animals on, like, a private island in international waters. Imagine if decorations had maintenance upkeep. That would be a good way for them to completely kill the game. Alright. There are dinosaurs in our dinosaur game. Yep. You do plan to have dinosaurs on your dinosaur game stream, right? Almost there. I'm nearly free from this purgatory. Okay. Close. All right, let's take a brief break on this. We'll finish this in a second. I'm just gonna straighten this one up a smidge. All right. Yeah. Hey, Adris, welcome to the stream. Or Adri, sweetheart, I guess. Alright, this is what I've been working on for like 20 minutes. We're putting in a nice security railing for our vehicles to not drive off the cliff. Very much in theory. Piece by piece. It's been rough. But it's in. Now, we can send some expeditions and stuff finally here. So, Sulophysis, Ghost Ranch. Go get them. And then we said we could research Giga, Homalocephaly, 9. Yeah, these are all high logistics. So none of these are currently available. What about other research tasks? Staff upgrades. Everything's going to take up logistics that we don't have. We only have the 1 point. If I put another point in, I can't, so never mind. Gene mods? Still need 3 logistics. Yeah, I think we just sit, I guess.
We are pleased to welcome a Desmatosukis to the park.
What? Why did it say we welcome a Desmatosukis to the park? The fuck? Did we have babies? Oh shit! I didn't even see this. I didn't see the breeding notification, the eggs being laid, or the hatch notification. I guess because I was in the build menu. Looks like a drunken guy asked to draw a straight line. Yeah, pretty much. Well, while I was building the railing, apparently we got babies that I completely missed. I think they just hatched. Some little babbies, some little Desmatosukis. Oh yeah, we need to nickname everybody. Oh shit, this is a thing. Okay, so we got 2 babies. The adults need status info. Excuse me, ranger team. What you doing, man? Get in there. Give me some ranger info. Wait a second. Oh, he's like literally here. Get him? Get the status info. Unauthorized breeding idea came true? Pretty much, yeah. Like, I completely missed that this happened. They're only large, so let's get rid of that. They're done breeding. I also just don't want to breed a bunch of babies and then realize the posto can, like, still eat them, even with the amicable trait, because I'm not actually sure if it won't. So let's not... Well, I guess we answered that. Okay. Well, he's alive. He just bullied him a little bit. He's fine. Look at him. Not a scratch on him. He's completely fine. It's like nothing even happened. Run. Run. Okay. Part of this, like, putting babies in here was the science experiment of, like, what is going to happen to these babies. Also, I want to see the male. Can you get out of the rock? Yeah, so, like, the spikes are the same, right, on the juveniles? Despite the spikes being a dimorphic feature on the male. Like, the female has the recurved spines on the shoulder. And the male doesn't. And the juvenile, I would say those spines are kind of curved back in the same way the females are. Maybe not as strongly. Maybe it is kind of in between the two. But the males, like, don't really curve back at all. So it almost feels like the male juvenile's spines are more exaggerated proportionally. Kind of weird. Was that an update, or do amicable animals just hate babies? Yeah, I have no idea. I'm actually not sure. I don't know if this is expected or unexpected behavior. Also, like, is this rock just, like, not collision? Collision mix is all we could set it to. Because, like, he just walked through that rock. Was it because, like, the animation? Maybe it was because the baby was trailing the adult that the baby could just clip through the rock? I don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't know the rules for, like, aggression with juveniles because it feels very, like, random and inconsistent in the game. Like, it doesn't feel like there's that much logic to how any of it works. So, I honestly just don't know what to expect here with this exhibit, and I'm kind of excited to find out, I guess. So maybe we hold off on naming the babies until they maybe survive for a while. Thing is, we turned off juveniles maturing, so they will never not be getting attacked. It's not like we can wait for them to grow up and, like, be done with it. I want to look at dig site upgrades. This is a thing we should have looked at. Operations. Knowledge of 5 species to 50%. Let's get core upgrades done here. Because we are at 5. We already have that condition unlocked, right? Pretty sure. Hatchery's here. Yeah. 5 complete. Alright, yeah, so the names. We worked out the names for the Gallimimus in, like, episode 1, and then we never did it again. So I did go through at the end of last stream and start nicknaming the galleys, but I didn't finish it. Wait. You're still juvenile, right? Yeah. Wait a second. Am I crazy? Wait, no ancestors found. Wait, do I not? No, I do have juveniles. Oh, yeah. These are just, okay. I named all the juveniles. Right, because the kids were obvious. It was the adults that I couldn't, because I couldn't remember the name of Tia Leone's character. That's what it was. That's why this is, okay. Yes, so we have 2 adult females to name, because I couldn't think of Tia Leone's character. I still can't. Amanda, there it is. We got there. Amanda Kirby, because these are all named after the first names of Jurassic Park characters. Yes, that's what this nickname theme was. All right, Amanda. And then we need a Jurassic Park 4. Claire is the obvious one. Claire usually would be a Stegosaurus with the Lost World, but we'll do a Claire. Okay, great. Job done. 1 species fully nicknamed. Dinochirises. I had an idea for these. I need to look up a female duck real quick. Google female duck. Is there a female Looney Tunes duck? I don't remember. The only instance of reverse dimorphism before was like the Spino. The male has like reduced pattern design. Isn't the Aloe sort of reverse dimorphic in the patterning? I don't remember. The Battle of Big Rock Aloe. Looney Tunes female duck. Melissa duck. Who the fuck is that? I'm sorry, I don't know who. I've never seen these characters in my goddamn life. Alright. What about Tiny Toons? Is there a Tiny Toons female? Shirley the Loon. Alright, I think we'll just go with the obvious Disney one for the pairing. In lieu of any iconic female duck characters from Looney Tunes, I'm doing Disney. So we're gonna have a Daisy and we're gonna have a Donald. Alright. Alright, 2 nickname themes down. Maybe I should Google if it's Daisy with an E. He's Donald Duck. Sorry, cryptosporidiosis. What are we doing here? Yeah, it's Daisy without an E. Alright. Next, Chunkingosauruses. What do we name these after? We need a nickname theme for Chunking. We do have a turtle vibe, but that feels too obvious. Their face makes me feel turtley. We'll come back to them. Alright, as we deal with the crypto outbreak, we can also push the extraction capacity and improved yield upgrades out here. And process the rest of our fossils that we're sitting on. They're all chuds. The Chunkings are chuds? That's a stretch. Oh yeah, and these guys were nicknamed, right. Everglade Niles. I forgot about this. We need a third one. We need a third waterway famous for, like, crocodiles. Tarcoles River in Costa Rica. List of top 10 rivers with the most crocodiles in the world. Or we could do, like, does the Amazon have crocodiles? Because that would be an easy third nickname, I think. There are no true crocodiles in the Amazon River Basin. Oh, they have caimans, though. We have the Congo. I was thinking waterways specifically. So, like, what would be a waterway in the Congo? You just won the lottery? What, like the literal lottery? You gambling? Nilwala River? Nilwala would be a good name. Let's look up the Nilwala River. You have Elon Musk fortune now. Sure, man. It's believable. Okay, there's not much about this river on Wikipedia. There's a Nilwala Crocodile Safari. I think Nilwala is a good name. Congo River? Congo, 10th longest in the world. What is the croc population like in the Congo River? Congo's not a bad name either. Also, because they got arms, they do feel like they could fight a gorilla. Also, Congo, Michael Crichton connection. Maybe I'm convincing myself. Congo River Basin home to multiple real croc species. 40-foot croc seen in the Congo. Okay. Lots of crocs. What if it was Krongo for croc? Congo's a good name. We can go with Congo. Why are you... Is Posusuka supposed to be quadrupedal? No, it's not. It's supposed to be bipedal. He was... Posusuchus was thought to be, you know, quadrupedal back in like the 90s, early 2000s maybe, but this is pretty accurate with current science as I understand it. Okay, so the names of the crocs, right? There's a story behind these. So Niles and Everglade are a pair of nicknames I have in my nickname sheet for Pokemon. For Totodile specifically. Niles the Totodile and Everglade because I needed a female counterpart for Niles in my nickname sheet. The other one I use is Gator Boy, but that breaks from the nickname conventions, obviously. He's a Gator Boy, you know? And so to pair with that, we named this other one Congo, which I think works on a couple levels, actually, after discussing this with chat. Because Congo is a Michael Crichton novel, so, you know, that works. That makes sense. And Congo sounds a little bit like croc. It could be Crongo, you know? The Congo River has crocodiles. It works. But we do need an equivalent or a different name for... Ooh, shit. Egg. Okay, 3 posto eggs. Cool. That's going to have to be 3 more rivers. Let me get started on that. Not necessarily rivers. They can be waterways. All right, I'm doing Nilwala. Probably. We could do a gator boy. it's a deviation from it. Amazon is pretty obvious, but we can do it. It has caimans, which is close enough. It's also another substantial river. Iconic in that way. Okay, pausing. Before these eggs are done cooking and we get the babbies, let's get some upgrades distributed here. Actually, let's do this in the video. Upgrade time. The eggs are about to hatch. I just wanted to get this done first before I get distracted and forget about it. So control center. Scientist hiring fees and salaries, probably pretty good. I'm gonna say expedition center, maybe a yield. Also, I'm gonna say this: we made a bunch of money illegitimately because we didn't have the right settings. We should set the cash back to low. We should burn our extra money. It's only fair. We made way too much money last stream without doing it. Paid for nickname. I can't. Oh, I do see it. Wow, it actually. Damn, man. All right, what's your nickname, buddy? What do you want, Brady? That does overrule my existing nickname themes. Science Center will be... It actually worked, too. It actually came up. It was you. It literally does not say your name. It literally says Brady's name. Can't lie to me. Unless there was some, like, some weird thing with that. Is it male or female? Do you want to rename one of the existing ones or name one of the upcoming babies? We'll do a costs here. You can name a poutine. No, we got babies coming that are gonna need names. Naming one of the babies is perfect. Here they come. If you pay 10K, can you choose a username without the theme? Yes. Alright. So we got baby girl, we got baby boy, we got another baby girl. Give you points. I'm not giving you points. That's not how points work. Now, my suggestion would be that this becomes Gator Boy. Following the Pokemon half of the nickname theme, not so much the waterway half. And then if you want to name one of the females, Brady, you can do that. Let you think for a second? Alright, no problem. Oh shit, wait, was Seal of Isis 1 logistics? I didn't need to send the 9. I didn't even look at the number. Deserve your 10K points because you've been here since the beginning. But you keep spending your points. The whole point is to reward the points for, you know... Not just viewing streams, but saving up your points for the big reward. It's to teach you how to save up for, you know, a rainy day. Before the naming stuff was 100K, was it? I don't remember. It probably was. It was probably bad. How were you supposed to get 100K? I don't know, man. I didn't think about these things. I didn't put any thoughts into the point totals. They're literally just... riffing on like gigabyte and kilobyte and stuff. That was the thought. Was a million? Alright, some Seal of Isis fossils and some sellable cyanodonts. That will finish them. We can get a batch of these guys in the Chinle Formation exhibit. In the meantime, we will research probably Gigant. Actually, let's work on... we need 12 for Theory? Youch. Let's work on the other exhibit first, Nemet. Oh, Malocephaly. Where are you, little friend? There you are. Inflation goes crazy? Yeah, exactly. It's inflation. We're just keeping up with everything else. We could name the Chunk Kings after food. That actually kind of works. Because they're like Kung Pao chicken. And then I'll give you a poutine. How about that, crowd? Oh, shit. Missing meat. Okay, fair. Also, gene check on the babies. They're all amicable. They're humble, but not necessarily social. Name one of them Dumpling. Okay, hold on. Let's start collecting nicknames. So we got Dumpling, we got Poutine. For Chungs. You want to name her AOC? Well, okay, fair enough. Is this gonna fit? We're going whole hog. All right, we did it. Excellent. All right, introducing by request, by paid nickname reward redemption on Twitch, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It's one of our female juvenile Postosuchuses. And then, of course, Gator Boy, and then this one, which is going to be one of the other backup nicknames I had from before when I was looking up rivers that have crocodiles, which is Nilwala in Sri Lanka. So there we go. Everglade, Congo, Niles, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Gator Boy, and Nilwala. Wow. What a squad. Can we see the full... Yeah, we can see the full name if we hover over. I just trusted your spelling. So if this name is misspelled, that's Brady's fault in chat, not my own. No, and if AOC is watching and, you know, objects to being a crocodile be named after her, well, you just got to chime in chat and we can change it. All right. Next nickname theme. So there was a request for a poutine. And rather than use that randomly on one of the crocs, we're going to name the Chungking after food because we need food. We need a nickname for them. It might as well be food. So let's start with number one. Number one, number one's going to be the Dumpling. Another chat suggestion. I think poutine. Poutine feels masculine. I think this has to be poutine. Actually, no. This should be steak. Yeah, steak. And this is poutine. All right, steak, dumpling, and poutine, and now we need the babies. The babies got to be like little things. How about like a nugget? We got nugget. What other foods are there that would fit? Let's think. What food is a Chunkingosaurus? Takeout? We did poutine cryo. It's literally right here. There's poutine. Cupcake. Cupcake's a good shout. Yeah. We got a cupcake. We got two more. We got two more little girls to name. A biscuit. Alright. Cupcake, biscuit. Butter chicken. No. I'm no. You know what? No, we are doing butter chicken. Fuck it. No, we're doing it. That's perfectly ridiculous. Butter chicken. Jessica's not a food. That's a name. Buttered sausages. All right, we got nicknames. So we did Nugget as our first juvenile male. Coming off of that, chat suggested Cupcake and Biscuit, and completely breaking with theme, Butter Chicken. So those are our Chunkingasauruses. Steak, dumpling, poutine, nugget, cupcake, biscuit, and butter chicken. Crazy. Butter chicken might now be my favorite. Alright, now we need Desmatosuchus nicknames. Oh my god, can we deal with the disease? What are we doing? Advanced training. Mind your shots, please. Captain Crawford is one of your cougars that tells you anything? Interesting. So like, right? What if this is Captain Crawford now? It's canon. Wait. Amicable. Shared with adult Postasuchus. What? Huh? What the fuck? I don't understand. Baguette de Pain? Name one of the Desmato cactus? We'll consider it. What do we think is going on here? Shared with adult Postasuchus. Angry, sad. Shared with regular Postasuchus. Okay, fine. But actually 100% thriving. And it is amicable. This is just like a visual glitch. Because they don't actually get penalized by this, seemingly. It just shows as red. Like, all the Postasuchuses are... like, amicable as well. Maybe it's because the Postasuchus still threatens them that this shows as red. Like, this is like basically saying these could be like predated upon. Maybe because like it doesn't affect the comfort, which makes sense because of amicable. But maybe the game is just trying to tell me like, hey, it's gonna get eaten. He's gonna die. I don't know. Posto can actually live in the same pen as Desmato. They can if you make them amicable. Which, yeah, so far they haven't, like, murdered each other. So, I actually wasn't sure if amicable would stop them from killing each other in combat. And it seems to, so... Postasuchus had an 18 plus minors DNI in the bio. Damn. Desmato shouldn't actually dislike Posto by default. Yeah, I think the cohab like dislike shit is nonsense in a lot of cases, especially with carnivores that don't like their prey. Very silly. Like theoretically, if animals are from the same formation in the same period of time, they should like each other. I think as a rule. I also think if they're seen in film together in the Jurassic films, they should also like each other. Oh my god, the infections keep spreading. Alright, let's just use some of the other suggested nicknames maybe then for the Dismatos. We got Captain Crawford. Tyrannosaurus likes Monosaurus. Not sure the feeling is mutual. Yeah, the problem, the parameter should probably be renamed something else. Because, like, this catches new players all the time. The fact that, like, small carnivores like compies and then they just eat them. It's like, yeah, they like to eat them. Alright, should Cactus be an adult or a baby? I think Cactus should be an adult. Maybe a female because of the bigger spines. I think every animal in the same DLC should hate each other. Or should not hate each other. And then Turkey, maybe one of the babies because he gets chowed on. Actually, can we tell which one got chewed on? I don't think so. Because scars ain't permanent in this game, because this game's lame! Permanent scars are sick. We need permanent scars, too. Let me add that to my note sheet, actually, because I got a little project I'm working on. Where is it? There it is. They should hate each other with a passion. Okay, fair. Alright, this is going to be Turkey. So, Turkey, Cactus, Captain Crawford. We're going to need some other stuff. I'm not going to do Baguette. That's too memey. I'm not giving you that one, Cryo. Could do a sausage. Although I don't want to do too much food. Sausage sausage would be a chunking. What else calls to me with a Dismatosuchus? Loaf of bread. How about just loaf? Croissant. Nah, croissant is food. That's too obvious. I think loaf, like that would be a chunking. But loaf, I think, works. This will be loaf. Because a loaf is generic enough. And I think it fits the vibe well. And we need one more. Maybe a pine cone. Shovel? Oh, well, if it's going to be a shovel, it would have to be Detective Shovel. A reference that none of you will get. Because you couldn't possibly get the reference, because it's a private reference. But that's actually perfect because of the face. Because of the nose. Like the shovel nose. Hell yeah. Okay, we've got names for the Dismatos that are completely friggin' random. We'll just go through them here. We got Detective Shovel, an in-joke that precisely one viewer of the channel knows, and that's hilarious to me. We've got Captain Crawford, named after a real cougar at an actual zoo. We've got Turkey, suggested arbitrarily by chat. We've got Loaf, which is a adjustment. Oh, you almost died as well. An adjustment to a suggested nickname from chat. And we have Cactus, another suggested nickname from chat that feels appropriate for a spiny animal. We could have gone into the cactus direction more, but these guys kind of ended up just having a random assortment of nicknames, and I think that's fine. And everybody loves Detective Shovel, so we have to have Detective Shovel. We can't not. All right, pausing. This disease outbreak is awful. I did do dart upgrades to the medical building to try to get on top of this crypto outbreak, but it shows no signs of stopping. Coelophysis. What skin were we using for Chinlay, actually? I forgot. Back to Chinlay, briefly. We are using Sonoran. So we want some Sonoran Coelophysis to finish off that exhibit. One dinosaur for our croc exhibit. Sonoran Desert. Sonoran Desert. Wait. Are these actually different colors? Is this a bug? Am I going crazy? Every other color is the same, right? No. Hold on. Sorry. What? Same. 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 Is Coelophysis bugged? Like, bugged in that the tile shows the wrong colors for one of the two? Because these are pretty similar base skin colors. Like, it'd be more obvious with Death Valley. Yeah, no, this is definitely the same brown. This is bugged. The female is bugged. Weird. I never noticed that before. Huh. What a weird, just like a graphical glitch. They just have the wrong color tiles on some of the colors. Baffling. Post reads a Desmato Detective Shovel will figure it out. Exactly. Humble Social. Also, it keeps with the rougher theme of the exhibit because the original Detective Shovel, spoilers, is a Geodude. So it's actually a Pokemon in joke, fitting with the Pokemon nicknames reused for the Postosuchus, while also being somewhat different from them, which works out really well. Ah, god damn it. You know what? Just get him. I don't care. Be mad at me. It's fine. Sorry, what?
Synthesis.
Really? 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 Daisy, you dumb bitch. You attacked my cars. I bet the Theory will too, huh? I didn't know a Dino-Kyrus will attack a car. Well, tour shut down on account of Daisy being a pain in the ass. Minor injuries, surface wounds. I mean, medical team will get to it. Does maintenance just got to come and do this? I don't even know the last time I've seen this happen in this game because we don't use tours that often anymore. Yeah, maintenance is on the way to reboot it. This doesn't really matter, right? This like doesn't even affect your security rating. There's just a little annoying speed bump that is of absolutely no consequence. Because this game is of no consequence. Yeah, safety rating 100%. Like, the worst part is just the injury. Annoying. I didn't really consider that the Theories would be attacking my vehicles, I gotta say. Alright, Coelophysis. I like the ones that have the more prominent spinal pattern. Although it also becomes more prominent on the males. Okay, I definitely like that one. It can stay a female. That definitely stays a female. Let's do male on this one so it doesn't match the other one with the Pilo. And this one's kind of whatever either way. Maybe we do half and half. Yeah, let's do that. I think these males are all good and different. A couple of skittish. It's probably fine. Let's get the disgruntled person on a vacation. All expenses paid. And let's go dig up Homalocephaly, which is in 2 or 1 dig site? 1 dig site. Boom. Okay, in the meantime, we should finish this railing. I gave myself a break, but it's time to go back. exciting content. Yay, hooray, railing stream. Let's go. I fucking love railings. Think of my worst idea for JWE3. Left and had a shower and I didn't finish the railing. No, we took a break from the railing. Sometimes in the middle of a good railing, you need to stop and catch your breath, you know? What is my worst idea for JWE3? Maybe this. I would say, like, least favorite dinosaur park, but I might have done that? I think I did the reject dinosaur park one time. Okay, where are we? Okay, we're almost there, guys. We're almost free of this hell. Let's make this more of a cliff. This is starting to get a little uncliff-like. Yeah, we get it down to about here, and it's good. Actually... Oh, what would be my joke idea? Be like a DLC or whatnot for JW3? Oh. So I think what would be hilarious would be a fake DLC released as a April Fool's update of like shitpost ideas. You put in condors because of the John Hammond line about cloning a flock of condors. And then you put in like some other meme bullshit. That's very stupid and silly. Okay, that is probably far enough. So, what do? We just, like, duplicate this again? And then, like, rotate it around, maybe? Oops. How about, okay, if we just want to just do a simple worst idea, we make the game, we have an update that makes the game even easier. Yeah, we put in a big monkey, we put in Spinosaurus, condors, and we put in like a retro, maybe like a retro T-Rex or something dumb, like the upright tail dragging one. Like, so I'm working on my own dinosaur game, right? And here's a secret that you guys on stream can know about. If it ever comes out, I will 100% do an April Fool's update where I put in a bunch of paleo meme content, like fire breathing and Parasaurolophus, as a joke. And then like a month later or something, I'll make it optional content that you can toggle on and off if you want to play with the meme content. I think that would be really funny. The fleas from Hammond's Flea Circus? Yeah, no, it's like a flea circus decoration. It's a, wait, no, it's a set of like really, really tiny modular pieces that are all circus themed, so you can make your own flea circus. And they're all like fucking microscopic, so you gotta like zoom way in. And this is like as big as they get. It's like itty bitty little pieces. That would be so funny. Put in like 30 modular pieces for flea circuses. Oh yeah, we talked about like steam pipes. Let's go look for those. No creations found. Liar. Liar. Twain. I like Twains. Leatherface. The fuck? Have the cars used the road yet? I don't know. We need to catch them on it and see that they can path it. Alright, Steam is bringing up a lot of Steam trains, which, you know what? It's fine. It's not what I'm looking for, but go ahead. Okay, so I don't see any steam pipes. Can we make a steam pipe? Like, do we have any way to do, like, fog, decoratively speaking? No. Like, we would have to do, like, a decal or something, right? It would be unsatisfying. Yes and no. What were all the pipe pieces called? I forgot. There's like a grate or something, like a grate piece for a pipe. Can't think of what it's called. Oh, it's they're like under pipe is like a category, I think, if I remember correctly. Which is awkward. There's also these like facility pipes. We could just put like some fucking like fuel tanks or something in the corner. Which honestly, like a fuel tank here wouldn't even be like out of place with this generator. Guttering, metal. The cooling tower stuff almost works. I'm thinking though of like there's like a yeah, one of these sections I was thinking of. Yeah, you can do like this one and then you add this. The pipe end cap. Wait, this does have did I search pipe? And it didn't bring up anything? This literally has pipe in the title. What the fuck? So, like, if we did this, then we did this. Oh my god, that's shiny. What the fuck is the light doing? Holy, I'm blinded. Oh, stream's canceled. I can't see no more. Fossil Formation World Fallen Kingdom. I mean, we have geothermal power, so it makes sense that there'd be a volcano here. Can't tell if that's like the right size. Like this stuff with like the valves would be nice actually. Yeah, let's do this. I like that I aligned that with like fucking nothing. It's a billion miles off. Ah, camera. Calm down. That looks about right. Some random steam pipes. Kind of weird and random, but I like out vents. It makes sense, I think, vaguely. But yeah, I should send a car down this path properly. Ranger Team 7 is at base. I send them in here. I can't until I have something to send them to, really. Alright, outbound Coelophysis. Where's my Isaac? Where am I? Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, I should delete my posto nest because I don't want him to breed again. Alright, Coelophysis on the way. I need to fix this sign. So what are these letters called? Font electrolyze. Alright. Prepare for manual editing. Oh god, they're tiny letters too. Oh my god. Okay, let's duplicate whatever we can. Why do we not just have, like, the capability to just type a message and have the letters auto-generate? Like, we should have that. I feel like that's not too much to ask for. No U, no C. We got an H. Is there... How did that switch? Spontaneously. There's no, like, way to just... rescale this while I'm actually on this menu, right? You could do random scale, but that doesn't do shit. Like, do you actually have to put it down to rescale it? Like, is that true? This is exciting stuff right here. This is modular building in this game, though. Like, what am I supposed to do? Everything is done in a way that is, like, as cumbersome as it can possibly be. Should do a stream where I try to create a building because it'd be funny as hell to watch you suffer. What do you think this was? This is my building I made. That was me suffering, making garbage. I need to do some work on this. We like also deleted part of the building to make sure the cars could path through it. Like, I've already put in my time. Bad building, too. We should just leave the T giant. This is awful. Sometimes you like to think that you're my drug dealer except with modular buildings. Oh, God, why did this one not fucking place? Why is this one floating? Did I actually turn off, like, snap to surface? Oh my God. I'm dying. That is kind of dog shit, but it's always kind of dog shit. So you know what? I'm done. I accept it. Okay, so why? Oh, it's because it's resized. When you resize it, it resizes in all 3 dimensions, which means it's no longer attached to the wall. That's dumb. That's like objectively a bad way to do that. Resizing should resize in 3 dimensions, but it should keep it. If you set it to align with the wall when you put it down, it should remember that, and it should like realign itself. Oh, maybe it does if you do this. No, it doesn't. It's still, it like remembers its original placement, like, away from the wall. That's stupid. The fuck? Maybe that makes sense for, like, other building things, but I feel like that's objectively bad. I don't know. Is that just me? We have no M. We have no A. We have a T. We have an O, and then we have a Sucus. Okay. One M. Desmatosuchus. Wait. Did that one? No, because it's over the O. The perspective was messing with me there. Thought for a moment it did what I wanted it to, but of course not. Oh, hold on. We just do this. You go away. Did I just... No, I think I got this. Yeah, there we go. I thought I lost them all. Okay, the T is... Gotta go up slightly. Good enough. I'm not gonna finagle the letters anymore. I accept where they are placed. What I don't accept is the height difference between Coelophysis and Desmatosuchus. Because, whoo-wee, that's bad. Let's fix that. So we do this, and then we do this. Sir? Sir? This. 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 This and this. Confirm. Advance move. About there? Good enough. Good enough. And I didn't make anything else move weird. Nope, it looks good. Alright, updated Shinlei formation sign. Hooray. Fossils, hooray. Malocephaly, the little guy, the fella. He gets to live peacefully in an herbivore enclosure and never get eaten. How good for him.
Asset has been transported.
Ladies and gentlemen, We are pleased to welcome a Coelophysis to the park.
These guys are pasture. So, we could try and get some interesting ground texture. Unfortunately, the grass textures all kind of suck ass. It'd be nice to have, oh, brushland is... Everything's grass. I would like to have something that didn't feel like grass in this enclosure for a ground texture. It's not really going to let me do that. Maybe the taiga ground is good. You know what? Yeah, I think we'll do taiga ground. So in theory... Oh, is that going to replace all my paleo veg? That's so stupid. Why could I not paint underneath the veg without removing it? That's dumb as fuck. That's actually, like, immensely aggravating. It's not even worth engaging with, then. Like, what's the point? Okay, come on. How did this guy get a disease on the flight over? Like, seriously, bro? He's got the bird flu. Okay, well, that's annoying. As the Coelophysis come over, we have a storm approaching the island. Let's crack the shelter here. A quick check. We should look at our ratings. Because it matters again, and I should be thinking about it. 80% on these amenities. We should get a set of amenities in here. I kind of wanted to get the outer loop made, though. I mean, I could put in just like a small set as temporary ones. You know what? That's probably the play, right? Or maybe even just a set of temporary mediums, honestly. Texarkana. Because we're in America. This is our America exhibit. This is out of range of power. This is going to be weird and fiddly with that path back there. Okay, let's put them over here. Green and white and yellow. That's about what I expected. Annoying. Maintenance is on their way to one place or another. You're a million miles away. Unfortunate. 8 is also not nearby. Oh my god, why are you... Oh, these are agitated by storm. Okay, capture team. Sedate. Donald and Daisy. Maintenance is gonna get on this eventually. I guess I just, you know, let things play out. Yeah, that didn't take long. This enclosure's already fallen to pieces. We definitely need, like, cars over here, but I just want to get more of this section of the park built before I put in other facilities. Like, Yeah, go back in. Go home. That's your home. And the fact that, like, I still haven't been able to squash this disease outbreak is nuts. Let's look at this. So this is, like, cryptosporidiosis or something. Yes, crypto. So, if we want to wean our dinosaurs off of their crippling addiction to cryptocurrency, we can maybe take care of the... Thank you! Prolific... Really? A political figure died to a dinosaur? God, I wish. Anyway, we not agree with their views, but money is money. Hilarious. That's a lot of money. I'm okay taking that with a publicity hit. Let's do it. Cryptosporidiosis. 621 and 9. Everybody needs to be on this. Let's get this treated and maybe we can deal with this then. Okay. Nothing can escape from these enclosures on account of the natural barriers preventing them from doing so. I actually don't need to sedate the Dinochirus for that reason. There's literally no fence for him to attack. So that was dumb of me. That was unnecessary. Okay. Sorry, maintenance team, where the fuck do you think you're going, buddy? You turn right around, you go right back to that fence, and you fix it. Or I'm gonna, swear to God, I'm gonna turn this stream around. Okay, that guy's going back inside. I do like when the dinosaurs just, like, walk back in, like they're bored. Dinosaur poison. God damn it. I already have too much disease. Leave me alone. Okay, get in here, Coelophysis. Get in here. There should be other guys out running. There's one over here. I feel like they knew what they were doing when they added that event. Like, that feels like deliberately playing into some stuff, you know? Alright. Coelophysis, 100% comfort. Everybody else is good and happy and doing well. Coelophysis Babiz. So these guys are small nest. We'll throw a small nest in right here. Okay. Everything's contained. Park can open back up. Let's get our third Texicana amenity in here for the placeholdering. Wait. Food, drink, shopping. Okay, yeah, they do look different. It's, for some reason, yeah, it wasn't obvious to me, but they have a completely different color palette. I don't know what I'm a crazy person. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to his lies. Milkshakes. No, we need orange now. Soda cans. The milkshakes will in fact not bring the boys to the yard. We actually do need soda cans. That is actually the way. Soda, candy, we're just gonna rot the teeth of everybody who comes to this park. Dentists love us. Souvenirs is fine. Is it? No. What am I doing? Wait. We do... Okay, all the green disappeared because I don't understand amenity demand in this game, apparently. Yes, the green goes to orange. Okay, pause because things are dying. Green goes to orange. Why did the white... I must have clicked off the white. Then we need white and green here. Yes. Okay, acceptable. Who is dying and why? Multiple dying babies. Probably because they got attacked. So as long as they survive getting harassed, it's not really a problem. It's if they're like starving already or something, then they get hit, they'll die. Otherwise, it seems like we're actually fine. All right. Homalocephaly process. Expeditions. Expedition 33 homalocephaly. That sounds like a thing almost. That's almost. Is that what passes for humor on this stream? I guess. Depleted, so it should be done. Gigants. One Gigant Spinosaurus. We don't need you. Yeah. Alright. Great. Well, that was easy. Okay, 4 eggs. 10 Coelophysis seems like a fair number. We need a nickname. Yeah, we do need a good nickname for Coelophysis. What nickname theme should Coelophysis be? What does it evoke? Small lizards, scavengers, garbage men? What else? Alright, and we need to get this before we get the homalocephaly, so we don't fall further behind. Ooh, we could name them after animals that are scavengers? Yeah, let's do that. As the preeminent scavenger in our park, I think scavengers works as a nickname theme. So how about we do vulture? We do hyena. We do like a raccoon. What other prominent scavengers are there? Types of scavengers. Vultures. I mean, like, most animals will scavenge, given the choice. Jackal's a good one. But I'm trying to think of, like, kind of stereotypical prominent scavengers. Yeah, I'll look at some options here. Botfly? Botfly is a hideous name. I'm not naming one Botfly. Dung beetle would be one that would work. I want like things that feel like names. Like vulture, jackal, hyena feel like names. You could have like a botfly or a dung beetle doesn't feel like a name, right? If that makes sense. Oh, gull. Gull is a good one. Or like let's just go seagull. Steven Seagull. Wait, hold on. That's too good. We'll rename you. Yeah, this is Steven Seagull. bear or a pigeon. Or a rat. I like rat. Alright. Vulture, hyena, raccoon, jackal, rat, and Steven Seagal. Maggot? Maggot's a good one. Yeah, we'll do maggot for one of the babies that are hatching. It's a good one. Actually, let's do this as maggot, because it's a female. It sounds like Maggie. We'll do rat as one of the babies. Because they're small. I mean, maggots are small, too. Actually, maybe we should find... Maybe this should be, like... We should have a bear, maybe. The bear should be a boy. Let's save maggot for a baby. Like raccoon, bear. Yeah. And then we'll do raccoon as a baby. Okay, I've opted to keep the nicknames more on the larger side for the adults. So vulture, hyena, bear, jackal. This was supposed to be... Wait, what was this one going to be? It was not going to be that. Fuck. I forgot. And Steven Seagal. Shit. I unpaused and paused. What other name did I have? I'm losing my mind. Because I said we were going to do that for a small one. So what was I thinking for the other name here? Or I guess I demoted raccoon. I think that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. How about Coyote? That's a good name. Coyote. Alright, we'll do Coyote. I think that works. Babies in 2 minutes. Alright, while those come, we'll come back to nickname them. I wrote down 4 names for them. So the baby's going to be rat, maggot, raccoon, and crow. Those are the other scavengers. And then for homalocephaly, oh my god, this fucking thing again. Status checking dumpling. Oh yeah, want to see where this car goes? Oh, he's going that way. That's actually maybe quicker than going that way. I want to know if they can use this back path. I'm hoping so. Like, I have to try to... Wait, they are actually not good. Require status check. What was he even doing? Wait, what was he... I guess I interrupted the status check to go do the feeder. That makes sense. That's true. Okay, okay, I was gonna check the skins. We were doing Quillian, so we're looking for Quillian homalocephaly. Homalocephaly. Quillian. Traits. Amicable, because of the theory that's going to be in this pen. Humble. Begin task. 8 and a 1. Sure. Expedition map for Gigant. And where are we at on the eggs? We're at 40 seconds. Dude, maintenance is at 82%. What is going on in this part? Shit's crazy. Alright. Foreseeable faces. They look like I expect them to. Donald has an undiagnosed ailment. God, I wish. Okay. Nothing weird for cosmetics. They look like they were all the same. Sonoran, Steven Seagal. Eh. I'm easily amused. Okay, yep, they're all Sonoran. 3 males, 1 female. Alright, so we've got rats. We've got maggot, because it sounds like Maggie. Or Margot. We've got crow. And we've got raccoon. Alright, that's our squad. Lose a homalocephaly egg. I get sabotage risk either way. That's a lot of money. Let's take the boon. Do these, like, money rewards really need to be that crazy, though? Alright, 5. Like, money's already too easy. I like the blue one. We could take the blue one to have a pair. But I also don't mind the yellow. This one's nice. Let's do this. 2 males, 3 females. Okay, there's our homalocephaly. So the last thing we can research is theory. We've got 2 animals I would like to hatch. I don't know if we're going to make it 40 minutes already. Silos are all happy. Loaf is starving. Ow. Have you considered eating a food? Is he trapped by the water? Weird. I think he's trapped. I wonder how we got there. Right, infected food source.
That needs fixing. I'm on it.
I... Oh, he will not navigate that area. Well, that's annoying. So yeah, this definitely isn't traversable. Do we have an overlay for like vehicle pathfinding? Vehicles. Obstructed. Is it actually obstructed? It must be. Okay, maybe this rock is in the way? Okay, maybe it's fixed now. All right, homoalocephaly airlifting in, processing these fossils. If we pull the 4, we can do the 3s. And yeah, we have to go back anyway. Alright. We had a Desmatosuchus juvenile get trapped, seemingly, on this little island between these waterfalls, which is interesting. Medical's coming in to treat him, get his HP back up, and then we can move him. Actually, we might want to start moving him now, because he might get murdered. Oh, are you just going to leave without... Oh, no, we got him. You got him, Darby. Great. We don't want little Loaf to get, you know, killed. We also had, like, a Sabo, but it was just, like, a one fence section. I guess because it's, like, a proportional part of the fences. Wait. He's doing it. He's doing it. Okay, I mean, it's not perfect. But he's doing it. Okay, that was a pretty sick trick. God damn, man, that was a sick... He just, like, did a kickflip off the cliff edge. I don't know what that was. It was sick. Okay, he's a lot better at it than the other guy was. Maybe this cliff edge here. Because there's, like, a weird thing where they were, like, kind of getting confused on pathfinding initially there, maybe. So maybe smoothing that back makes that transition a little bit better coming out. Cool. I really like to see the car zip along the hillside there. That's really fun. I'm glad that works as well. I'm sorry. Why are you... I'm sorry. What? How the fuck are you at 16%? Sorry, do I not have... Oh my god, I don't have salmonella? Bro! Okay. Where'd you even get salmonella? They must have... The ranger must have got to the feeder and fixed it before I, like, noticed it. He almost died. Poor Donald Duck. Oh yeah, I forgot we were giving everything toys. I kind of stopped doing that. I need to get enrichment in as well. Homalocephaly, missing ground fiber altogether? Really? I should consider if any plants, if like, what plants are maybe known from the formation. I need to actually maybe go through all my plants and, like, think about that. Like, let's look it up. Nemet formation, paleobiota, flora. Conifer, ginkgo, water lotus, pondweed, cypress, ginger relative. No cycads even known from this? So maybe the, fiber's better. Okay, let's put in, we're just gonna do regular fiber because there's no cycads or, like, calamites from here, right? Although, what was this? Was this? What is this? This is Tempeskia? I think this was Tempeskia. So where? I mean, I generally think it looks best around some of the other, like near the waterways. Also, can I get a homalocephaly? Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna probably put in some babies, so let's do a little bit more in here. Let's scatter a little bit in the back in case they move around. Okay, spot check my other guys. 100% comfort, 100% comfort. Okay. Now, this formation is known to house ginkgos, so I think we should put in some decorative ginkgo in a few places. Like maybe like this gap here. Maybe. Can I get a tree? It could when I say put in some ginkgos, I mean like can I have a tree? There's a tree. Why don't we let's just like pave over the places that don't have tree. And then we'll just scatter, like we'll just try to generate a ginkgo tree in some different areas. Yeah, there we go. There's a few. That's pretty good. And then wherever they don't generate, we can just replace them. Yeah, like here. It is kind of annoying trying to use these for decorative purposes because they really don't generate in a way that feels particularly consistent. Case in point, this entire strip not generating any of this. You just found out that Spider-Man doesn't get paid for the crimes he solves. This may shock you. Spider-Man's not real. So he doesn't get paid for anything ever. Okay, I think that's cool. Just a few ginkgos scattered around for vibes in with the conifers and the Tempeskia and stuff. Sure. Mixed vegetation exhibits always look good if you can put the vegetation in a way where it's not just all crammed together, where it actually feels like separately. I'm not gonna comment on shooting web. Alright, let's get the homalocephaly breeding. These are a small nest. Why were they mad? Hey, multiple nests, okay. I feel like it should also tell you that when you hover over it, but apparently that's not how that works, so. It would be cool to be Spider-Man in real life. I mean, yeah, kinda. Probably by definition. I mean, he's got like a depressing life in some ways, but... Alright, we need to get that salmonella done before it causes more problems. Medicine. Salmonella. I do need you. And you, and you, and you. Everybody's gotta do it? Fine. Everybody go do it. Give me some salmon. Alright, we need nicknames for the homalocephaly. Little goats. You know what? Goats are good nicknames. Maybe varieties of goats? Is there enough gas there? Little homie? He is a little homie. Okay, let's Google breeds of goats. Oh, this is perfect. Do I have a more definitive list? Breeds.okstate.edu. Breeds of goats, Oklahoma State University. Fucking perfect. Colin the Destroyer. All right, we're doing it live. I have here on my phone breeds of goats from Oklahoma State University. We're just gonna start at the start of the pack, and I'm just gonna pick goat breeds that I think sound like good names. We're gonna go with an Angora. I think that's a good name for an animal. So we got Angora, Barbari. I think Barbari is a good one. Barbari, Angora. Maybe I just pick and like go alphabetically. Now we find a C. Cashmere. Cashmere's a good name for a goat. That'll be a lady. One Cashmere. Okay, now we need a D goat. How do you spell Oklahoma? Like that, I think. Damani, because he's the man. Yes. Damani, Kashmir, Barbary, Angora, and Homalo number 3 as I guess Erzgebirge is because that's the only E goat variety that seems to exist. So Erzgebirge. An Erzgebirge goat. Cool. No, I like it. We'll get some babies and we'll continue. Maybe. Yeah. That should be enough. Oklahoma. Do I have a tip on how to make a good grilled cheese? You grill the cheese. That is to say, no, I have no good tips for that.
Illness presents a lot of security concerns. Unpredictable animals, the risk of a disease spreading. This research is vitally important.
All right. Theory would be the last animal to do for today. That's 12 though. So we're not really in a position to do Theory at this stage. I think we'll get Gigant and we'll call it an episode and a stream. When is Cryo going to be in the park? When we get to Antarctica. Alright. Fossils, including shrimps. We'll sell our 2 shrimps to the shrimp collector for money and finish off the Gigant DNA. The last animal for today's episode, I think. In the meantime, why, let's get a thumbnail. Let's do it as Matto Baby for this episode. Because we did Posto last episode. We got Turkey. Oh, Turkey being harassed by a Coelophysis is interesting. Or Loaf. Oh, I mean, Loaf is loafing. Gym after? No, not today. Gym day is tomorrow. Is it not impossible for the shrimp collector to be me in the Minecraft universe? And yeah, given that I've got like 4 plates of shrimp, it could be alternate me. Oh, the water is doing something. What the fuck? Why is the water so goddamn weird in this game? You know, go to the gym, too much noise. Fair enough. Where's my other little fella? It was like over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. The Coelophysis is like just chasing him. I think including the CeeLo in the thumbnail is pretty good. Do I think we do a JWE3 park on Norse mythology, like Loki for Loki Ceratops? Come up with one more animal that fits that theme. What else is there to do for that idea? If there was enough animals to do that kind of build, it could be interesting. I just don't think there's enough things there. There's not enough gas. Oh, he was actually going after him. He's okay. Poor guy. Vulture indeed, you piece of shit.
That needs fixing. I'm on it.
Well, yeah, the poor little dudes get constantly bullied. I don't know if there's a Jormungandr would be pretty sick, but yeah, we don't have him. I don't know if there's like a better way to do the genes maybe on babies that won't kill each other. Like, do any of the other traits do anything for this? Like, what does domesticated do exactly again? That's just like bullying people, right? Yeah, not terrorize guests or vehicles. Doesn't affect each other. Yeah, amicable's the only one that could actually influence that. A general mythology part could work, maybe? Do we have enough other things that fit the vibe? It's possible, we might. It's not the worst idea. I mean, I'll add it to my note sheet. Yeah, I suppose like Sticky Moloch? Because that's like the demon from the river Styx. Let's look at this briefly. We could also look at species, like full species genus names, because I'm sure there's also some species names that are Chronosaurus. Yeah, there's another one. Yeah, we already Loki. We already know about, of course. Was Moros drawing from something? I don't remember. Quetzalcoatlus, yeah, exactly. Cats is good. Ugh. Cats for the Thunderbird makes perfect sense. I mean, you could do Titanosaurus for like the Titans, like the mythological Titans. There might be. I think there's probably a park build here. It might be one of those ones that's like almost there, and we just need to wait a little bit for like a few more animals to make it work. But I could see it. I don't know if there's any returning animals that would really fit the vibe. There might be. What was I doing last? I want to get the Homalos breeded. Use mods? Yeah, we could do mods. There's not that many mods for 3 comparatively, though. Some kind of Megaraptor for Maip. I mean, we don't have any Megaraptors, though. Who knows when Australovenator will return. Did we do Amicable? We shouldn't need it. Because this is just 2 Stegosaurids that like each other, right? Yeah, we didn't bother. We did Tolerant, which we didn't even do that. They just have Tolerant. Marodactylus? That one could be. I don't remember. Or are you questioning if it's mythological, or are you questioning its inclusion for like returning animal? Pyroraptor could have fitted the people naming it weren't cowards. Yes, Cryo. Wait for what? Oh yeah, which skin was this? Dracorex? Yeah, Dracorex works as like a dragon. Yukon River. Although it's also arguably a literary reference because of the Hogwartsia part. So it's maybe not so much a mythological dragon as it is a fictional literary dragon, right? Possibly the worst animated animal in the game, Gigantspinosaurus. This legitimately needs to be fixed. This is like unacceptable. Like Chung doesn't have that problem. Even though it's like the same animation rig. I already forgot what skin I was using here. Yukon. Alright, some Yukon... Nope. Some Yukon Gigantspinosauruses. Possibly, honestly, one of my least favorite animals in the game at this point, but he's from the formation. He's got to be in the game, in the park. These guys get humble social. They don't need any special traits because they are going in an enclosure that they naturally fit with, so they'll be easy to add.
Synthesis procedure complete. Incubation personnel, please stand by.
Alanqua? Yeah, that would work. Ashdarko would work if they were in the game for some reason, but they aren't, and probably aren't ever going to be in the game, so... If we get another Asdarkid, it's almost surely going to be, Hatzegopteryx. Also, Thanatos? That's a god. Maybe shared with the word or something, but it still works. Let's make the selection. Boring and boring. We've got boring and boring. We've got boring and boring. Boring and boring. Well, this one's less boring. That won't keep. To be fair, I'm not giving these guys any help picking this gray base color. But it is what it is. Let's do this one for the darker spines. do 2 males, 4 females. We need a dinosaur named Kratos. No? Probably not. It's not a real mythological figure. The only thing with the mythological park is it steps on another park idea I have that should do, that I'm maybe saving for a custom challenge mode at some point, because it is a mechanically driven park. You know Kratos, he is white. Okay. That's the thing about mythology, it's all made up. True. True. That's yes. Historical mythology, not modern mythology there. Yes, that is my name. You figured it out. If you say it 3 times, I'll appear out of the mirror and kill you. You're not spending your 1k points on a drink you're saving? Good, you're learning. You're learning at a geometric rate. Ooh, Cashmere has claimed a nest. Okay. Great. Cryo, cryo, cryo. I'm coming. You won't... You doomed yourself now. It's over for you. Actually, you said it 4 times, so you counteracted it. You had to say it 3 times. If you say it 4, it just cancels the whole thing out. So you're actually safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Gigantospinosaurus to the park.
Assets in the air.
Wait. No valid, unoccupied, claimed. Okay.
This needs some work.
You need some work. You shut the fuck up.
There are a lot of reasons that we don't let guests ride the dinosaurs. Trust me, lawyers and ecologists have told me all of them. But the Gigantospinosaurus is a pretty compelling case on its own. After all, those blades and spikes on its back are enough to put off the nastiest of predators, let alone a paying audience. But hey, at least it's still a heck of a sight from a viewing gallery.
Okay. We need ground leaf. Yeah, that's my goat page. Tempskia is Cretaceous, so it doesn't make sense to put Tempskia in here, so we do leafy.
Transportation underway. Delivery has been completed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Gigantospinosaurus.
Then trees. So I could do like cherry trees. Do I sometimes want Cabot to shut up? Yes. Bamboo. When did bamboo? Bamboo's probably new to the planet, right? Can I ever justify bamboo? Yeah, bamboo's a grass. Never fucking mind. So bamboo is going to be like definitely new. Definitely Cenozoics. And one of the Gigants chuggy? Why? Bamboo is maybe around in the Cretaceous, actually. It's been around since the early Eocene. Also, we need bamboo in this park. I did all cherry, but I didn't do any bamboo. So some bamboo in this section would maybe be good. Like maybe a bamboo grove like here. Such as it is, like there's hardly any bamboo that actually spawns when you put that in, but whatever. Probably just conifers then. Because conifers are going to be most appropriate for a Jurassic era enclosure.
Transporting asset. Asset delivered.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Gigantospinosaurus to the park.
God, they need so much food. They're ridiculous. Now, do I want them to have babies? Because I don't want to. I'm like giving kind of every animal babies. I don't want to do that for everything, so I think I'm going to not give the Gigants any juveniles. Just like I didn't give the Dinochirus juveniles. You're going? Alright, when you reach 10k, you'll spend it on 10 times on the drink. You make me chug something? Alright. Fair. Here's an idea for the Gigants for nicknames. Slashers? Do we have... What are some female slashers, though? I don't know if we can get enough. Oh, Tiffany. Yeah. Carrie. Trying to think of ones that I'm actually familiar with the movies they are in. Slashers, like Jason, Freddy, Chucky. I don't know if there's enough good ones that are like iconic to me. Let's save it. Let's not do it here, actually. That one's too specific too. That's not gonna work. All right. What if we did? No, I should do that for a better thing. Man, I don't know. Wait for what? There are 2 males, 4 females in this herd. 6 animals total. Is it real if the sun would disappear, take 8 minutes before we see it? Yeah. It takes 8 minutes for light to get from the sun to the earth. And it's same with gravitational waves, so for 8 minutes you have no idea anything happened. But then everything would happen, pop off all at once. What else does this guy evoke? He's spiny. He's bad. He's annoying. Okay, I got an idea. So, we're not doing juveniles for the gigants because I don't want to do juveniles for every single animal. And as an animal that I really don't like, they've gotten the short end of the stick. For a simple nickname theme for them, how about we name them after Chinese cities? So we're going to have Shanghai. We're going to have Beijing. We could have, ironically, Chongqing. Chongqing, the not Chongqing. Chengdu, yeah, that's a good one. I'm just grabbing whatever I see here. I have no idea what the significance or location or geographical position of like any of these cities is beyond, you know, the obvious like two. Shenzhen, that's a good name. Yeah, I think that works. Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Chengdu, Chongqing, Beijing, and Shanghai. Probably terrible pronunciations on my part, but this may shock you. I happen to be white. Oops, popularity, sure. Did my homalocephales give up, or did they breed? Bruh. I got fucked by territory decay. They territory decayed out of their nesting site. I hate when that happens. It's so stupid. The eggs just fucking disappear. It's baffling. Alright, you got good relations. 100%, 92, 100. Okay. I guess we'll do this to make sure it happens. Alright, we'll see you later, Muto. Thanks for coming on by. In preparation for Therizinosaurus next stream, next video, we need to get staff upgrades, probably, so let's do that. Wait. Was that the right thing? What's the other branch of this? Task upgrades. Yeah, training. Okay, good. Good. We got screwed out of our homalocephale nest. The territory decayed, and the female decided not to lay the eggs because the nest disappeared out of the territory. Worst friggin' mechanic in this game, I think. The fact that they can just lose track of the nest. Very obnoxious. Okay, we got more coming, though. So I did a breeding program to rush that along. They actually had 100% compatibility, which was nice. So not too painful. Still very annoying, but not too painful. I don't like, but it is funny to me that we did this nice, you know, dining area to look at the dinosaurs. You can't see them. They're way too small. It'll be better when we have the Memenchis. The Memenchis are really why I wanted to do this, because then you'll see the Memenchis out in the field, and I think that'll be cool. But for now, a little underwhelming. All right, eggs, 4 of them, great. 4 more goats. My goats. Okay, let's do increased output. Might as well. I don't want to like start the digging. So let's do increased output. Just keep working on research tasks here with a little bit of cheaper research on the side. Vehicle under threat. I wish you wouldn't do that. I know ducks are assholes, but like, come on, man. He's eating that log. Loves himself a log. How long do we have here? 1 minute. Well, more like 2. All right, let's pull up the goat names. Whoa. I didn't even know I could hotkey that. I had no idea that I had a hotkey. Shit, I lost my goat nicknames. Okay, we're back. Four little dudes. I like their spots. I don't know if I've ever commented on these babies before. I'm sure I have in the campaign or something. The spots is a good pattern for a baby. This is quite good. This is probably one of the better babies actually, because the pattern makes it actually feel like a baby, which I appreciate. All right, male, male, female, female. Perfect. Okay, so we have for F, we have Finnish, a Finnish goat. It's actually a Finnish landrace goat, but we're just gonna call it Finnish. And then we got Grisson's stripe goat. We're just gonna call it Grisson. And then we got H. Hijazi, Hexy. Hexy's pretty good. It's a Hexy Cashmere. Huaipi. I like Hexy. Hexy. And then for, I guess we do Irish for the last one. It's the only I goat, so Irish. So Irish, Hexy, Grisson, and Finnish. Kashmir, Damani, Erzgebridge, Angora, and Barbari. That's our squad. And they appear to be happy and healthy. Great. Alright, let's kill that nest before I forget that it exists. Boom. Alright, job done. Alright. I think we should do one more thing before we end this episode. We need a barn. We got a sauropod barn. I have this installed already. We can take a look at that one. We got Parabarn. I like the sauropod one because it is large. Did we actually use this one? I don't know if we've actually used this in a build. It's fairly basic, but that's not... We could just put it like way over here. Let's see if there's anything else. Sauropod nests. Sauropod house with nest. Zoo-style sauropod barn. Suited for smaller species, unfortunately. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. We're not going to do this. We're going to get the Memenches in first so that I can size the buildings to the Memenches. Let's just leave it there. I was going to put a barn in here. That was the last thing I was referring to there just a moment ago, but I think it's better that we wait till we get the Memenches so we can find a barn that feels nice and is sized correctly for the Memenches. Because I just saw one that I liked on the workshop, but it was specifically sized for smaller sauropods like Apatosaurus. And that makes me think that some of the other buildings also might be undersized for our needs without specifying it to us that they're undersized, right? So we could find ourselves in a bit of a trap if we're not careful, and we want to avoid that. So, maybe we end this episode here then. Till next time. And that's going to be it for the stream as well. It's a good little catch-up. A lot of new animals in the park that we needed to get in there. I think next time we can get started on our other North American exhibit, maybe? Although I still have other stuff I need to do. Like, we still need to finish up the Chinle exhibit, because the fences should be glass. Let's worry about that next weekend. I'm going to shut the stream off now.